What's happening, guys, gals, and binary pals? Non-binary pals. Oh, I'm gonna get What's happening, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? I'm Alice in Wonderland, your favorite Kiwi trans girl, and today I'm coming to you from the middle of nowhere. Where am I? I don't know. This place is actually closer to the middle of nowhere than where I normally live, which is actually, in fact, vaguely southeast of absolute nowhere. I am completely isolated from civilization. If I were to, for example, stub my toe, we would be 6 hours from the nearest hospital, so regardless of the severity of the injury, I would be forced to self-amputate as the vultures would get to it before I arrived. Anyway, welcome to the middle of nowhere, where dreams come true and no one ever goes missing for 3 weeks before being found by a local farmer buried 3 feet deep in a potato patch wearing someone else's clothes and weirdly stuck in rigor mortis smoking a pipe full of lemon balm. But guess what? Today you get a glimpse of naked Alice, by which I mean naked face. You get a rare glimpse of a makeupless Alice. As you can see, it is a lovely day and I'm enjoying myself on holiday. On account of my frankly vampiric complexion, I'm wearing so much sunscreen that I could go scuba diving on the surface of Beetlejuice. I have learned my lesson. The other day I went for a drive topless and got horrifically burned. Look at this. For all the simps, you can imagine I'm taking my dress off for you. Ow. It looked a lot worse 2 days ago. Anyway, I thought to celebrate the spirit of my holiday, I would take you for a small tour of this delicious corner of nowhere, so that you can silently fume enviously at me from behind your screens. Allow me to start. Witness my sleeping arrangements. This tent is approximately 16 years old, so technically legal in NZ if that's what you're into. And as you can see, I have so much stuff that there is barely room to move inside. When did this happen? This was not like that this morning. That's where I am sleeping. This is my stuff. Look. This is my tent hole. This is my contemplation corner. I sit here when I need to reconsider my existential crisis. Why? Luckily I managed to get a spot under the shade of this eucalyptus tree. My car is here also. Somehow it survived the drive. Don't ask me how. It also decided I was too horny and it took matters into its own hands. It literally spat the button at me while I was driving to work. Witness the berry patch. There are boysenberries, raspberries, strawberries, and unfortunately it is Alice proof. I actually don't understand how to get inside. This is an olive tree. This is actually just a tree. It is actually just a f***ing tree. There is nothing interesting about it. This is the barn, where we have lunch and cook and stuff. And get horrifically drunk before trying to walk down the steps to get back to my tent and falling face first on the wet grass. That obviously didn't happen to me last night. I am not hungover. The headache is not inside my head. It has a name. Daryl. F*** Daryl. He did this to me. More berries. This is a plank. I am standing on the plank. I can see the whole world from the plank. No, don't look down there. That is most notably not the mass unmarked grave of my enemies. Stop trying to. This is a walk. A baby hedgehog lives here and oh my god, it is the most adorable thing I have ever seen. I found a baby hedgehog and it is the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Look at him. We saved it from a dog. Yes, I know they're pests, but they're adorable and I want to smush it. This is the Toshiba food processor. It is from the 80s and still kicking. It has caught fire recently though. This is me. I have caught fire twice. This is my car again. It has caught fire 3 times. This is the barbecue. It has caught fire countless times. This is a hot tub. They're nice. This is a plum tree. Lovely plums. This is also a plum tree. So is this. That's good. And this, and this, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, this one, and this one. Oh, so good. And this, and this, and this. Not that one. This. There's so f***ing many of them. And this, lime. More lime. Feijoas. Figs. Peaches. More peaches. Lemons. More lemon. Orange. Orange, orange. Oh my god, look at this thing. That orange actually has an asshole. Oh my gosh. I've walked back and forth across the property like 3 times now trying to find all of the fruit trees. I'm getting tired. Nectarine. Nectarine, I think. That's a guava. Guava, more guava, more guava. I don't know what that is. That's a big ass guava tree. Apples. Apple, apple, apple. Apple, apple. I don't know what that is. It's my 5th time walking past the plum trees. Apple, apple, apple. It's alright. I could use some fitness, I suppose. I think that one's a pear, actually. Maybe that one too. Apple, 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 papaya, banana, choco vine, a metric ton of rosemary. Plank. Welcome to the Alice in Wonderland Halftime Show. I'm your host, Alice in Wonderland, and today we're going to be ranking things. Oh, for sake, can the wind go away, please? As I am extremely unbiased, I will be the judge of these rankings. Today we will be ranking 3 things, and I will give you 5 seconds each to guess a rank, and then I'll give you the answer. Are you ready? Let's go. Barbecue. Nine out of 10. I love barbecues. Oh my god. This tree. This tree is in fact a Plagiarius tonundrum, and it is considered an invasive species. However, in the winter it shows a flower that looks like a chode, and I think that's hilarious. 7 out of 10. Hydrangeas. Very pretty, but I think they could be a brighter colour. 7 out of 10. Were you correct? Let me know in the comments what you thought, you foolish imbecile. Bees. Bees really are quite fascinating, even if they do still creep me out. This species of bee in particular is quite interesting. It is a New Zealand native and it is known as the 3-queen bee. There is a Latin name, but I can't remember it. Yes, you heard that right. 3 queens. This hive does not only have 1, it has 3. They are almost always fighting for control, but they are all always laying eggs. And when one of them dies, the rest of the bees gather around a small walkway-like structure and determine the most powerful and productive male bee to turn into a new queen. One might even call it the drag queen bee. Apple, 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 big apple, apple. These are apples. They're not ready yet though. I'm not even gonna try and eat one. There's a fucking lot of lemons. That's a lot of fucking lemons. Better watch out for those lemon stealing There's a tamarillo around here somewhere. That's a tractor. Mandarin. Very tasty. Lemon. Actually, maybe not that one. Chilies. Gooseberries. There's tomatoes down there. Walnuts. It is very annoying because we don't have a nutcracker. I want to eat a walnut. Grapes. Vitis venereal. These are actually a special breed of green grape, bred specifically for use in wine. White wine. Pinot Gris specifically. I will still munch on them. Oh no. Not right. Oh. No, that was a mistake. No. Speaking of nopes. Yeah, unfortunately most of these fruits aren't going to be ripe for another few weeks. Nevertheless. Plank. Volvo. Succulents. A succulent Chinese meal. This is Democracy Manifest. Flowers. These are big daisies. That's mint. It's not actually a flower. I know. I don't know what these are called, but they're a beautiful color, and I have an eyeshadow that matches it exactly. So pretty. That's very red. Look at that. More of the peach. Purple. Pink. Yellow. I know this one. That is a lily. Look at that. What a color. I love that. This is the most yellow thing I have ever seen in my life. That is a succulent. A lot of mint. More lilies. God, they're so pretty. Oh god, I can feel myself getting sunburned. You see this big rock on the other side of the water? That's actually called Uluru, not to be confused with the Uluru in Australia, which is actually a smaller replica. Quite a shit one at that, because they didn't have any water to put it next to. Stop, don't look down there. No, stop. This is a telescope. This is a thingy. Rhubarb. There is a beach down there with kayaks and paddle boards and stuff, but I don't like sand. It's coarse, it's rough, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. So I'll pass. This is an electric fence. I never know if it's electrified, so let's find out. No, that's okay. It's still good. Whoa. The hot tub is so nice, and I will be soaking in it later tonight in a swimsuit. Unfortunately, you won't get to see that unless you pay me quite a lot of money, because I'll be honest, my part-time job behind the Wendy's dumpster is not really cutting the mustard. I've been getting decent reviews, but it just seems like people aren't really interested in custom knitted sweaters made behind a Wendy's dumpster. I'm not sure why. Classist bastards. Anyway, this is a beautiful, beautiful place, and I feel very lucky to be able to spend my holiday in it. Such a privilege. It is truly in the middle of nowhere, and it's run by a couple of delightful family friends whose privacy I value very much. So I won't be telling anyone where this is, short of saying that we are a wee way north of Auckland. This is a big tract of land in a tiny town with next to no people and absolute privacy. There's solar power, barely any mobile reception, and so I'm pretty disconnected from civilization at this point, and it is such a nice breath of fresh air. The whole place is covered in fruit trees, and for someone like me that's a fruit fiend, that's really, really lovely. In fact, they have so many fruit trees that when they're in season, they actually can't eat them all, and so they tend to dry them all, and they end up with jars and jars of dried feijoas, plums, apricots, apples, blah blah blah. It's fantastic. They even make a bit of plum wine, ice cream, basil pesto, all that sort of stuff. It is a completely sustainable bit of land. So my family's been coming here for basically every New Year since I was 4 or 5. Over that time, we've watched it change from a bare paddock to a paddock with a hut, to a slightly larger paddock with a few fruit trees, and so on and so forth, until it became what you see today. I have so many memories here growing up, and playing with my sister, and just having great times and enjoying New Year's celebrations. It truly is my favourite place in the world, and I hope that amidst my jokes and other bullshit, I've introduced you to this fantastic place, and maybe you'll love it just as much as I do. I just wanted to share it with you. Have a fantastic day. Love you. Meet Reginald. Is the most adorable little boy. Look at him. Oh my god. He's so cute. Look at his little waddle. Oh my god, I want to cry.